Welcome back to Life Changing Wealth. You know who it is. It's your boy, Jason Biondo here. I post videos on investing every day about the stock market, cryptocurrency, and real estate. If you guys like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. So today we're going to talk about Evergrow. Now imagine for a second you could jump in on a project like Shiba Inu that would 30x before it 30x's, right? So those that are aware, Shiba has really skyrocketed recently. And had you had gotten in early on, you would have made multiples in the thousands and thousands of percents. If not really early, you would have gotten in on the millions of percents. Well, Evergrow is that token. Evergrow is a new token. It's the fastest growing cryptocurrency token that has ever existed. It's got a roughly, or it's kind of range bound right now, around $800 million to $1 billion valuation in terms of market cap. And it's looking very, very interesting. And so just to lay a foundation as to where I think it could go before we jump in, is I could just see this doing a 5, 10, possibly even a 30x in not a lot of time either. So we're going to jump into it. This is content I usually save for the Patreon Pro list, which there's going to be a link to down in the description if you guys want to join that. I talk about assets just like this, and today let's jump into it, guys. All right, so I want to give you just kind of a quick little walkthrough of what Evergrow is. So it's a token that lives on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, it's a smart contract token. It's a hyper-deflationary token, and it pays you out. So as you buy the token, it pays you out almost a dividend, which essentially is like a dividend, but it's called a reflection. And so as long as you have this token in your wallet, it will pay you out in Binance pegged to US dollars. So essentially, the tokens that it pays you out in aren't tied to the Evergrow token to begin with. So you could choose what you want to do with those stablecoin US dollars. You could choose to reinvest them and buy more Evergrow. You could choose to buy other tokens, or you could choose to cash it out and just treat it as a dividend payment for passive income. So really, really cool concept. So let's just dive through sort of how it works and what it is. A couple quick links here. You could buy it now. Now, the real tricky thing with Evergrow is you can only buy it right now on PancakeSwap. Although, big news is there are 6 exchanges coming online very soon. We don't know what they are yet, but we know that they're happening. And so imagine if you could buy Shiba Inu before it was listed on an exchange, right? If you did that, you'd be a pretty wealthy person right now, okay? So it's been advertised on Bloomberg, Yahoo, all these, MarketWatch even, right? So this is the real deal. Crazy interesting. So the way that it pays out, so it pays out 8% of rewards whenever there's a buy or a sell transaction, okay? So anybody that buys the token, 8% of what they paid to buy it goes to the community of holders. So the earlier you get in, the more money you make. The larger percent you own of Evergrow, the more money you make. Really interesting. Kind of Ponzi scheme-esque, if you will. But very interesting. I mean, I know that there are other tokens that do this. SafeMoon being one of them. There's a ton of other tokens that this is their tokenomics model, right? So they pay you some of the transaction fees from the volume of the chain of the tokenomics. So things are paid out in BUSD rewards, and there's a couple things that happen as it pays out. So 8% buy or sell is redistributed to all holders. 4% of each transaction gets transferred into the liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. So it does that so that it stabilizes the price, right? Because if there's no liquidity in the pool, the price is going to be all over the place. It's going to be up really high, and it's going to be down if there aren't enough set buyers and sellers at the time to purchase the transaction. So very interesting that it works that way. So yeah, in any transaction between two wallets, taxed at 14%. So don't ever move this to another wallet. I learned that the hard way. Don't let that happen. If you want to move it from your Trust wallet to a MetaMask, don't do that. Okay, so here it basically outlines sort of what happens. Right now, there's also a buyback and burn. So anytime there's a transaction that happens with the token, 2% goes into a burn wallet where it just basically burns the tokens. So now they started out with, I believe, 50% of all the tokens created just burnt. And that grows over time. So the supply of tokens continues to diminish, which thus increases the value of the tokens. So the more use out of the tokens, the greater the value. Really kind of an interesting tokenomics model. Yeah, it also has like an anti-whale mechanism where, let's see here. You can't sell any more than 0.125% of the total supply at once. So you can't do price manipulation, like just create a big wick down or a big wick up. Also interesting. So you have to buy and sell in smaller increments. Then they're building out this NFT marketplace, right? So they're building out like an NFT lending and subscription platform and marketplace. They're also going to introduce staking. So if you own coins, you'll get paid the Binance USD, but you'll also be able to stake these coins and earn even more. Yeah, really cool stuff. They got a whole roadmap coming on. This coin's only been out for 5 weeks, so keep that in mind, guys. Right, and it's already $1 billion market cap in 5 weeks. Okay, kind of unfathomable. And so think about where Shiba Inu has got up to around a $30 billion market cap. So, and Shiba is nothing in compared to this. That's the way I see it. It doesn't pay out rewards. So this has so much potential. And I can't wait to see where this goes. So, and the other thing is it's only available on PancakeSwap right now. You can't buy this on an exchange. And the reason is because you can't do the tokenomics on exchanges yet. So the exchanges are trying to get caught up to speed to enable this sort of tokenomics where you can reward holders, do a buyback and burn. Exchanges don't allow this yet. So they're pushing exchanges to be able to support different business models because this is what people want, right? So this is what people are buying. Super interesting when we go and look at the Binance Smart Chain scanner. We can see here that there's, at this time, 83,000 addresses, 83,000 hodlers. And when we look at who's basically, got these wallets of cash, we've got this monster whale here at 5%. $98 million. That's mind-blowing value. Somebody just bought this 5 weeks ago, and now it's worth $98 million, right? As we scroll down the list, pretty much everybody in the top 100 is a millionaire at this point, or multi-millionaire. Totally crazy stuff, guys. But it's pretty evenly distributed. Aside from that one whale, I think one of these. Okay, so the PancakeSwap pool is down here. So I don't know if one of these is the marketing wallet, but or it might be the dev wallet. I'm not sure. But for the most part, it's fairly evenly distributed. So, and so there's not going to be like a rug pull scenario that you would see with some other tokens where you might be really scared, like Squid Game, right? So that's sort of a quick overview of the Etherscan, and it's actually, when you think about it, One thing to mention is the percentage that these people own is technically higher than 5%. You have to double it, if not more than that, because 51% of it is burned. So this guy owns 10%, another 10%, and everything else you have to just double by 2. So basically, whatever percentage you will own, you got to double by 2. All right. Next up, let's look at the price chart. So over the past few days, we've seen some big dips. We're down about 30%. I got one guy sold off $600,000, and then he sold off, like another several $100,000, and that's kind of caused the dip. And now we're on the uptrend again. But it's a good time to get in, guys. If you're not in yet, it's a good time to get in and just start collecting these reflections. Really, really cool. Especially what they want to do is with the NFT platform is make it so that you can buy digital art through using Evergrow. And when you do that, those transaction volume, if that increases, everybody will make more money that owns the token. Really unique. And then when we go and look at their Twitter, so this guy in the top right here, Sam, like the founder, he's very transparent, posting all the time. Pumping out information on Evergrow. Just a really cool brand too. They're just pumping stuff out all the time. And if you guys are looking for something to get into before it's really too late, before this goes 5, 10, 20, 30x, maybe higher, now's a good time to get in before it hits exchanges. Exchanges are coming online soon. And when that happens, I suspect the amount of people getting on board is going to explode. So, so that's what I wanted to leave you with regarding Evergrow today. Just to give you guys a quick overview on it, in case you're a part of the Shiba gang and haven't, the Shiba army, and are looking for new things to get in on. There's a new project I just threw some money at that I'm heavily invested in that is even better than this. But I'll only let my Patreons know about the other project. So if you want to find out, more information about projects like this, subscribe to the Patreon, and I'll give you guys some more insight there. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.